So now we will talk about the impact of reverberation on the frequency content of your composition, and maybe talk about some of the impact on your equalizer. So for this experiment, I set up in Contact, I generated pure waves. And I added plate reverberation for this example. And I recorded the note C with reverberation and without. And I exported that and I analyzed the file, and let's talk about that. So the recording looks something like this. It's just a pure wave. However, it should sound more or less like this with that click. And that's because suddenly it goes from 0 to 1. Perhaps I should have done the sine wave instead. But anyway, in Contact, I changed the attack time slightly to smoothen it out, and that can cause some spikes here, so we can ignore this for now. But if we look at the frequency content, this is around 130 hertz. That's my note C. This is without reverberation, and this one here is just telling me that it's a cosine. I started here, not from here. Now, if we compare this to the reverberated signal, you see around that note, additional frequencies got generated on these two sides. Not only that, their angle is not necessarily the same, meaning you can get something like, for the sake of argument, suppose red is my original signal, or suppose blue in this case is my original signal. I may get something like the red. I may get additional one here at lower frequency. I may get something like here. I may get one that's slightly lower in frequencies, and maybe one something like this, etc. But they're all sent around, so to speak, around that main frequency. Little bit maybe to the left, maybe that's due to the ramp up, but still it will generate signals around it. And that's important to watch out for, because if my C is 130 hertz, my C sharp is 138 hertz, and my D is 146 hertz. When we reverberate these signals, they can start stepping on each other. And here we're just talking about pure waves. Now imagine you have the drums, which generate a wide spread of frequencies. Imagine you have trumpets, which can have wider range, considering the harmonic series also. So it can really muddy up some space, especially at the lower end frequencies. So for example, let me add my reverberation. If I play C, now I will do a trill. Versus no reverberation. So they're cleaner without no reverberation, of course. But it's important to understand this, because in your reverberation, if you have lots of things playing on the low end, like your bass and double bass maybe, and the cello, and they're playing maybe faster notes, you may want to consider lowering the reverberation there, because the frequencies will start muddying up together. That's all for this video. I hope you subscribe. Thank you.